Hi, Taehyung lovers all around the world. Welcome back to the Taehyung Lovers channel, a place where every word carries meaning, every gaze is dissected with world-class depth, and every second of Kim Taehyung always brings something that cannot be ignored. Stop scrolling. Don't go anywhere, because this content is not ordinary. This is not just an interview, not just visuals, and certainly not shallow discussion. In this episode, we will uncover a side of Kim Taehyung that leaves many people silent, moved, and even emotionally shaken. What we will discuss in this content. 1. Kim Taehyung's words that are said to have healing power, and the scientific reasons behind them. 2. January 2026 visuals that are not only beautiful, but filled with hidden psychological messages. 3. Taehyung's version of love, simple, honest, and unexpectedly confronting reality. For why his statements divide the public. Touched, angry, and forced to rethink love. 5. Details you might have missed, but which actually become the key to everything. Believe me, if you stop halfway through this video, you will miss the most important part. So make sure to watch until the end, because later there is one sentence from Kim Taehyung that leaves many people silent for quite a while. And don't forget, like this video, if you feel the emotion, write your comment, agree or disagree, because your opinion matters. Subscribe to the Taehyung Lovers channel so you don't miss upcoming exclusive content. Thank you to all of you who always faithfully watch and support the content on the Taehyung Lovers channel. Now let's go. Enjoy the news and watch until the end. January 2026. Stop. Don't blink. Because in the first 3 seconds, Kim Taehyung is not just speaking, he is breaking through the emotional defenses of anyone who listens. Not with shouting, not with cheap sensationalism, but with something far more dangerous. Quiet honesty. And in January 2026, when the entertainment world is filled with noise, it is precisely that calm that makes many people feel disturbed, touched, and even angry at themselves. Kim Taehyung's words truly carry a healing power rarely possessed by a public figure. He does not speak in a patronizing tone, nor does he wrap meaning in excessive metaphors. Instead, in their simplicity, his sentences work like a gentle embrace, calm, honest, and directly touching the most fragile space within the listener. Many assume this is just an interview. In fact, this is a psychological event. In the global pop culture landscape, Taehyung does not merely appear as an interview subject. He transforms into the visual narrative itself. In the first portrait, a dark background softly highlights his face. His gaze is calm, almost reflective, as if inviting the viewer into his mental space. No excessive gestures, no forced smiles, just an honest expression that makes silence feel meaningful. That photo works like a pause, quiet, yet full of emotion. And it is there that many people begin to feel uncomfortable, because that silence forces us to think along with it. In the second photo, daylight wraps him in a contrasting atmosphere. Taehyung leans casually, wearing a dramatic yet elegant monochrome fur coat. His silhouette is strong, but not aggressive, a meeting point between warmth and firmness. The outfit he wears in this interview is estimated to come from a renowned high fashion house, with prices reaching tens of millions of rupiah, around $7,500 to $14,500, depending on the collection and release season. But what captures attention most is not the numbers. The world is already too tired of numbers. What leaves the public silent is the way Taehyung brings the clothing to life. The expensive outfit does not stand merely as a symbol of luxury, but as an extension of his character. Calm, intimate, and full of meaning. That is Taehyung's power. He makes aesthetics feel personal and luxury feel human. This is not about fashion. This is about identity. Loving someone because you think they're cute, he said. A sentence that sounds light, almost like a joke. Yet that is precisely where its emotional explosion lies. The sentence invites a smile, then quietly attacks many people's personal memories. They look adorable because they are cute, and they look cute because they are adorable. A loop of feelings that sustain each other, with no clear beginning or end. Logic collapses. Feelings take over. That is where his strength lies. Kim Taehyung reminds, or perhaps slaps our awareness, that love does not always arise from grand reasons or heroic narratives. It is not always about magnificent sacrifice or dramatic promises. Sometimes, love grows from the simplest things, a small glance, trivial habits, or a warmth that logic struggles to explain. These two emotions interact, reinforce each other, and eventually create a sense of safety that being loved as you are is not excessive, but the most human need of all. And ironically, this very need is the one most often ignored. The next question sounds simple, almost like a word game. A journalist asks, what if the three most universal words in the world, I love you, vanish completely? What words would deserve to replace them? At that point, the conversation shifts direction. This is no longer a celebrity interview. It becomes a space for reflection on language, feelings, and sincerity of the heart in a modern era that is fast and shallow. Kimtaehyung does not answer with a single replacement word. Instead, he unpacks its meaning. Wouldn't it be nice if that feeling still existed? He says softly. His tone is almost a whisper, yet the impact hits hard. For Taehyung, love does not always need sound. It can exist as a silent promise of the heart of presence that is not loud, yet feels complete. This statement makes many people pause, then ask themselves, when was the last time we felt love without needing to announce it? He then completes it with a confession that needs no cultural translation. I love you with all my heart with pure, sincere love. That sentence is not merely a substitute for words, but a substitute for language itself. A declaration that true love remains alive even when words disappear, because it is rooted in sincerity that does not need to be proclaimed, only felt. The question sounds hypothetical, but its impact goes far beyond wordplay. If the word love truly vanished from this world, what would remain to name the most human feeling? Taehyung does not rush to find a new term. He chooses meaning. Because for him, love is not about sound, but about depth of attitude, something reflected in consistency, not rhetoric. Wholehearted devotion and pure love, he answers. Two phrases that are not loud, yet heavy with commitment. Within them lies a feeling that is simple yet firm. I will not waver. Not a love that changes easily with time, nor a fleeting emotion dependent on circumstances, but a steadfastness that endures even when the world shifts. In an era of instant relationships, this answer feels almost provocative. There is a strange warmth born from those word choices, as if Taehyung wants to say that true love does not always need to be spoken repeatedly. It exists in consistent loyalty, in sincerity that demands nothing in return, wholehearted devotion. Pure love, two expressions that somehow make the heart feel calm, safe, and reassure that the most sincere feelings never truly need a name. Another question arises, sounding light, almost like word choice in casual conversation. Yet behind it lies layers of meaning about how humans define feelings. From appreciating, liking, loving someone because they're cute, to caring for each other, all sound right, all feel important. But only one truly captures Taehyung's attention. I think loving someone because they are cute is the most interesting to me, he answers without hesitation. A simple choice, yet so honest it feels brave. He does not choose the most mature-sounding or grandest phrase. Instead, he is drawn to love born from small things' cuteness, uniqueness, the human side often considered trivial and unworthy of display. Maybe, he says, as if deliberately leaving an empty space for listeners to reflect. Maybe because that is where love feels most real. Not love built on grand expectations, but on a warmth that arises without complicated reasons. Loving because someone is cute means accepting imperfections, celebrating uniqueness, and finding happiness in small details. A form of love that is not loud, yet lasts a long time, because it is rooted in sincere feeling that allows someone to be loved as they are. And this is where the public becomes divided. Some are touched, some fall silent. Others feel disturbed because Taehyung's statement forces us to look in the mirror. Have we been loving for honest reasons, or because of standards shaped by the world? Are we still capable of loving something cute, fragile, and imperfect? Or are we more comfortable with love that looks beautiful on the surface, but is empty inside? January 2026 records this moment not as a fleeting sensation, but as an emotional archive. Kimtaehyung, without shouting and without drama, once again proves that the greatest influence does not always come from the loudest voice. Sometimes, it comes from a simple sentence that makes us stop, feel angry, feel moved. then rethink the way we love. And at this point, we arrive at the quietest yet loudest place in the heart. Kim Taehyung does not give answers to be swallowed whole. He leaves us with feelings, with pauses, with questions that keep spinning even after this video ends. Perhaps this is why his words feel so powerful, because he does not force us to agree, but forces us to reflect. Now it's your turn. Do Taehyung's words heal, or do they reopen old wounds? Is simple love still relevant in a world that demands everything be grand? Write your opinion. Don't stay silent, because this conversation is not over and the world is watching. If this content made you pause, think, or feel something hard to explain, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Taehyung Lovers channel. Your support is the reason we continue to deliver content with depth, data, and emotion. Thank you for watching until the end. Stay here. Stay thinking. Because Kim Taehyung's story and its meaning is not finished.